In the Real Last Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. I know, don't be shocked. James is still out on the cruise ships doing comedy. He good. He actually popped in and said what's up to us, so we know he's still alive, man. We're joined the Verse Studio with my comedy brothers, Mr. Miguel Colon Jr. and Jeff the Batman Kaufman from the Law Office of Kaufman and the Under Oath podcast. But we got a special guest kicking with us tonight. He will be at Bonkers Comedy Club this Sunday, July 6th, the corner. The funny man himself, Mr. D-Lay. D-Lay, what's going on, brother?
Ken, what's happening, good brother? What's up, Miguel? What's up, Jeff?
What up, bro?
Good to see you again, man. We had you on, three. It had to be three. I think your book had just dropped.
It was longer than that then.
Yeah, I think I know we were talking about the books because when was the last time you did Orlando Funny Bone Improv?
Oh my goodness. It's been years.
I feel like on that episode, we were like, this COVID thing is a fad.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
You know?
It was COVID. That's what it was.
Yeah.
It was during COVID.
It's been a minute because I was going to find the show because when I was texting you, because I'm opening for you on Sunday. So when I'm texting you, Margaret, the book at Barker's gave me your number, and I go to put the number and I already got it. And you know how it is when you ain't talked to somebody in a long time, like, oh, I already got this number. I hope he got this saved. And he's like, who this random dude texting me? Talking about, can I open?
It was so long ago that I remember the episode. We were like, yo, Lil Nas X get all the girls. He get them all.
That's how long ago that was. The change that has happened since then. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, man. But we got D-Lay. D-Lay will be at Barker's Comedy Club, The Corner, downtown Orlando. 4th of July weekend is July 6th. We got to talk about the tour because as I'm going through your page looking for stuff to talk about, because, you know, we've had you on before. You on the Florida tour right now. You got Orlando. You got Orlando Sunday. Tampa Monday. Shout out to Side Spitters. You got Naples on the 8th, Miami on the 10th, and then you closing out at Fort Lauderdale. What, dog? Talk to us about the tour.
Rookie bookers. That is how you get a Monday show. You get a rookie booking some stuff for you, and you get a Monday. And then for a bonus, you get a Tuesday. You get a Tuesday at Naples. Yeah, where they go to bed at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's, and I got an 8 o'clock show. So think about that. The new bookers. She knows who she is. I'm not gonna call her name, but she's doing the best she can, which is not good. But hey, man, as long as the people show up, man, I'm gonna give them a show. You know, let me tell you something. You know, I did a show for 2 people before.
Bro, talk about it.
Yeah.
Not a joke. I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. This place called the Square Apple. This gentleman runs it. It's an Italian guy. He runs it. His name is Tony. Tony runs it. I go in there on an off night and I'm like, hey, listen, I need to speak to the guy that runs it. He was like, you're talking to the guy that runs it. I run it. I was like, okay, how you doing? I'm D-Lay. Hey, D-Lay, how you doing? I'm Tony. I was like, nice to meet you, Tony. What do you need, kid? I said, I'm trying to do a comedy night. He was like, it's not so bad. It could be good. I was like, all right, cool, perfect. He said, I'm going to give you a Thursday night, okay? How you like a Thursday? I was like, perfect, cool, because it ain't a Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
I take the Thursday night. I promote it. He gives me a month to promote it. I invite everybody out. Bam, we have a great turnout. So he comes to me, he says, listen, kid, you're doing real good. I'm going to do you another Thursday. Come in. You keep doing this. I'll make you a regular. I was like, cool, not a problem. The next week, 2 people show up. 2 men. Never forget this. 2 men. And Tony comes up to me. He was like, you gave it a good run, kid. Yeah.
Gave up on it already.
You gave it a good run. Get out of here. And I said, no, Tony. He said, what? I said, I still want to do the show. He said, what are you doing, kid? It's 2 people in here. I don't have enough stick. Get out of here. Get it. I said, Tony, please, listen. They paid, right? He said, yeah. I said, okay, I want to do the show. Your life, kid. Go ahead. I go up to the DJ. I say, hey, man, listen, I want you to introduce me like this is a sold-out audience. He said, what? I said, introduce me like it's a sold-out audience. Don't worry about it. I got it from there. He said, okay. I said, make it big. Make it real grand. Okay. He said, all right, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage. You've seen him all over Las Vegas, Nevada. He's here for you tonight. Clap your hands for D-Lane. So I go out, same mentality, like it's packed. I said, how y'all doing tonight? They was like, yeah. I said, oh, come on, you can do better than that. It's 2 people. They can't do better than that. It's just 2. There's 2 people, right? So I go up and I do like a 35-minute set. I mean, we're just having a blast. And I finished, and when I finished my set, I went to the door and I did a meet and greet like it was packed. I did a whole meet and greet. I was like, yeah, I'm shaking hands. And Tony's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm doing the meet and greet. He said, you could have stood on stage and did the meet and greet. So bottom line is, no matter who shows up, you still got to give them a show.
Have a good time, bro. We're gonna
have a good time. That's how
I can imagine you talking to the people in line too. You was at the show. Where'd you sit?
Yeah, I have VIP seats. I have VIP seats.
Oh man, D-Lane will be in Orlando at the Bonkers Comedy Club, The Corner, July 6th. Make sure you come down and check it out. I'll be opening for him, man. Dog, like, I've known you for a few years, and recently you popping up on the timeline like crazy, bro. I mean, like crazy. I had to go look, bro. You million. You're in the millions everywhere, bro. Like, talk about that social media rise.
Man, it's a lot of people don't understand. It's all about consistency. You have to be consistent. Like when you and I first met, maybe I had maybe 100,000 followers, maybe. And I started realizing the importance of social media in regards to bookings. So I had like a couple of years ago, I had 8 bookings for the whole year.
Wow.
Like, I didn't have any agent, I didn't have no manager, none of that. So I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna make myself relevant here. You know what I mean? And once I make myself relevant here, I'm still working my chops with my stand-up. Then people, because it's optics, man. It's optics. It's not like I got funnier because I got 1 million followers.
True that.
I've been funny. You know what I mean? I just had to connect the pieces. And the pieces for comedy is you have to be interactive on the social media apps. You have to. And the problem that most comedians downfall, the biggest downfall is they don't put in the consistency to get this type of growth. And it's not going to happen. You posting 2 or 3 times a week, or you have to post every day. And people ask me, how many times I post 7 times a day. 7 on 2 different apps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, but I realize, I can really pull in an audience if I just keep being consistent. Comedians come to me all the time. Hey man, you got to show me how to do this social media. I can sit down and tell you exactly what to do, and I'll look you in your face and tell you you're not going to do it because you're not going to. I always start off like this. You got to do 3 posts a day for 365 days. That right there sounds scary. It's intimidating. I got to create a video 3 times a day for a year. Yes. Oh man, I don't know about that. Well, get out of here then. You don't want this. It's like my hair, right? My hair was thinning, right? I'm back now. I'm back.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that next.
Right. Same thing, right? My hair was thinning. So, I went over to Turkey and I got the hair transplant.
Okay, so that's a true story. Because I was gonna ask you if it's true.
Yes.
Go, man, speak on it, bro. I thought you was hitting us with some comedy. You really did?
Oh, no. So my line was sliding so far back. I was talking to people like this, so you couldn't. I would talk to you like, I wouldn't let you see the whole thing. So I went over to Turkey and got my hair done, right? So when I got back, it was guys that were thinning, and they were like, man, I saw you, like, what'd you do? And so I went to Turkey and got the hair transplant. Man, I got to go all the way to Turkey. Do you want your damn hair back or not? You know what I mean? Like, nobody wants to do the work. And that's the only way, you're going to be, you have a recognizable face on social media. You got to post. You got to post a day. I'm not saying you have to be, listen, I'm an animal. I'm not asking you to post 7 times a day. But if you really want to reap the benefits of this, you have to post daily. You got to do it. So I just started making that thing a habit. I just started getting up every morning and just working. And I start scheduling the post, because if I have a show on a Friday night, you get busy. You don't have time to really, put in the content. So I schedule it, which is, another feature that they have on these social media apps. So I just kept pumping it out. And luckily, not luckily, it's no luck. Then, as things would play out, it worked out for me.
Yeah. Next thing you know, Naples Monday night, man. That's all you got.
Next thing you know, Jeff, you got your boy on a whole
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yo.
Yeah, I know you
Luz,
gotta go to work on
martes,
Wednesday.
miércoles.
Yeah.
I'm taking care of it.
Yo, delay July 6th, the Corner Bonkers Comedy Club. Also the 7th in Tampa, Side Splitters, 8th in Naples, 10th Miami, July 11th, 12th, Fort Lauderdale. Bro, you are a master storyteller. I'm Army, as you can see back there. Jeff is also Army too.
Okay.
And you were Army, correct?
Yes, Army.
You were Army as well. And Miguel, his father was a Marine.
Okay.
So, but I'm gonna tell you my 3 favorite stories. Number 1, barber with no legs.
Lonnie.
Number 2, hemorrhoids, the duct tape at the troop medic, the TMZ. But
Yes.
dog, officer candidate school is the greatest story ever.
These are true stories. People think that these are true stories. Listen, after that aired about the officer candidate school, to give people a little insight about it, and to keep it as clean as possible, while I was in officer candidate school, I met a beautiful young lady who was her whole life was getting a husband, and she wanted to make sure that she had all of the tools and the equipment to be a great wife. She wanted everything that it encompasses to be a great wife, and she asked me to help her with some specific things. And when you go watch it, you'll see what I'm talking about. So when she asked me for help, I felt obliged. I felt obliged to help her. I mean, what kind of man would I call myself if I wouldn't try to help someone be the best that they can be? Right? So I helped her to be the best. So the story goes viral. I get a message. It goes crazy.
Yeah.
I get a DM from the officer candidate. Let's just say the candidate, right? Yeah. And she says, "Oh my gosh, you really told that story." And I'm looking, I was like, what story? Keep in mind, I don't know what story she's talking about.
Yeah.
Right? She's just going through this, and I'm just reading, so I'm trying to figure out what story she's talking about. She said, "By the way, my husband loves you." And I'm thinking to myself, ain't no way in hell you told your husband what you did to me. There's no way you told your husband that this is a true story. And I said, wait. I said, oh, wow, great. Here's the kicker. This is the kicker, right? I write her back. I'm like, oh, wow, it was great to hear from you. This is cool. I'm like, what are you doing nowadays? She says, I'm a principal. I said, you are a nasty principal. You are disgusting. You are a filthy principal. And that's good. That's good. Because guess what? I can still hang my hat on. Look what I made you. Look, I did that. So when you guys go back and look at the story, just think about, just go into my Facebook, go into my YouTube and put in Officer Candidate School. Delay helps out a fellow soldier.
Yeah, it is hilarious. Duct tape made me laugh because everything about that, I even commented. I said, I thought you was gonna say Motrin, because that is what they gave us.
Yeah, Motrin,
bro.
Motrin. Yeah,
man, they give you that for everything. I don't care what you got, running nose, eyes, whatever.
Motrin,
Motrin,
heart attack, Motrin,
Motrin.
And let me tell you, listen. People would think because it's the military, man, he's embellishing that story. No, man. These people put tape on my butt. They taped my butt because it was 2 options. Either they tape the butt or they tape the butt because it's hemorrhoids. You know what I mean? It's hemorrhoids, so they got to go inside. So they either tape the butt or call in 2 more assistants to hold the butt. Right? So
I opted
for the
tape. Go ahead, take my ass.
They could have brought 2 people on each cheek. They got 2, and that's crazy because there's too many people in my butt at this time. It's way too many people in my butt.
Hey, I gotta give you the reality of this. I was a combat medic.
That's what I'm about to tell you.
Oh,
I'm gonna tell you right now. We don't know what we're doing. We make it up as we go.
Yes, he told me.
How do we keep the cheeks open? I don't know. You got some duct tape?
Listen, the doctor said that, Jeff. The doctor said it to me. He said, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never done this before. I'm like, man, you could have kept that. You could have kept that because I had all the confidence in the world that you could ease my pain. Yeah. And when he what made it uncomfortable, he kept calling other people in the room. And I still got the gown on with the back out. You know what I mean? The gown. You know, they got to find another gown too. They got to come on, man. So I got the gown with the back
extra money on that cloth. You know how much they save? 20% of cloth they don't have to pay for.
I'm laid out like I'm on the cross the other way. Like I'm laid out, and I could just hear. I could hear the talking, and it lets me know how inexperienced they were. This is what I'm hearing. What's that? What's that? What do you mean? How long you been doing this? You know what I mean? True story. The hemorrhoid story is a true story. Yeah.
Man, great storyteller, funny comedian, man. D-Lay would be at Orlando Bonkers downtown. You can get your tickets at bonkerscomedyproductions.com, July 6th. I'm going to be opening for him. D-Lay, man, thanks for kicking it with us, brother. Tell everybody real quick where they can follow you at, my man.
Hey, Ken, thank you for having me. Miguel, I appreciate you. Jeff, I appreciate you as well. You can go to my website, itsdelay.com, for everything. It's Delay. All of my handles are the same: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Make sure you guys get your tickets right now, especially Naples. I need y'all to get your tickets right now. I need you. You know what I mean? I don't need two people in there. I
need to show up. The Naples Elementary School. You know, she's the
principal gonna be there, man.
The principal.
Hey, we gotta take a commercial break, man. We'll be right back. Real Laughs, Real Radio 104.1. Real Laughs, Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Shout out to D-Lay. D-Lay will be at Orlando, the Bonkers. I keep wanting to say Orlando Funny Bone because we always have Funny Bone comics. He will be at the corner on Bonkers Comedy Club July 6th. Make sure you check it out. Get your tickets at bonkerscomedyproductions.com. I will be opening for him. So, guys, go get your ticket. And he is funny. I'm telling y'all, go on social media. Search Barber No Legs, his military duct tape story, and Officer Kennedy School. It's three of the funniest things I have, because I love a good storyteller. I will get to that in a second, but let me introduce my co-host. James is on the boat. Y'all missed it. James popped in and tell us hello. He said he missed us, but he up in Alaska and they all got internet up there. So it was real shoddy, so he couldn't stick with us, man. But we love you, James. Hope you're having a good time out there. But join the virtual studio with my comedy brothers. I got Mr. Miguel Colon Jr. What's up, big dog?
What's up, man? Ken, you were talking about, D-Lay was talking about, getting his butt cheeks inspected when he had hemorrhoids, and I have yet to have hemorrhoids, and I pray to God I never do. But Ken, have you ever had hemorrhoids at all?
No, I have not, but I've had the upper and lower scopy at the same time.
Ooh.
So that the camera was meeting in the middle.
Oh, E.T. touching? Elliot.
The camera was like that.
He was docking. The kids call it docking.
I'm gonna tell him if I get hemorrhoids, I'm gonna be like, hey, fillet some of my ass off. Just shave it off. just shave it off.
With a cheese,
get it. I don't want
like
this.
A Mandalorian, you know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, just shave it off. Yeah, man. No, I've never had them, man. But I did have the you got the touch, like bam, right in the
you got the touch.
E.T. down there.
You reach a level of consciousness when they touch, like oh.
Oh man. Also joined the virtual studio with our sponsor from the Law Office of Kaufman and Lynn and the Under Oath podcast. And he can practice law in 42 states and on 7 different planets. Mr. Jeff the Batman Kaufman. Jeffrey, how you doing, baby?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing real good, enjoying everything, doing what needs to be done. Heading off to the World Series of Poker.
Yeah, you told me about that, man. Good for you, brother. We're gonna talk about that a little more later in the show, man. But who did you have on the show this weekend?
I had Steve Guttenberg. I actually interviewed Byron Mann. He's a famous Asian actor who does the Wu Assassins. He does all of that today. And it's funny, he actually went to law school, which cut me up. He went to USC, graduated, everything else, and never practiced an inch of law. Been basically on every show, every this for the last 25 years.
I can imagine. Yeah.
That's how I feel about what's the guy from the Hangover? The Asian guy.
Ken Jeong.
Yo, he graduated from Duke.
He was a doctor.
Yeah. And I'm like, he went to Duke.
Let me explain to you so, guys. If you're an Asian person and you want to do comedy, You first need to appease your mom, and
Yeah.
get that doctorate, and then that law degree, and then I always tell you, man, whenever I meet an Asian comic, I'm like, I know you're gonna be successful because there's no way you're gonna be the dude who got his law degree, went and did comedy, and didn't get successful, and then you got to hang out with the family. And she's like, "This is my son Kevin, the comedian,
Yeah.
staring at you."
Every time I interview one of these Asian actors, man, they got great hair. It's
they
a
do got good hair.
requirement, man. They got
man.
perfect hair. I mean, he looks like he's like hasn't aged. He's like
He's
40-something
78 years
He looks
old.
like he's 17. It was
He
like,
served with Ken's dad in Nam.
yeah.
You know, he was their CO.
Yo, yo, bro, that is hilarious, man. It's funny. Did you go to college, Miguel?
No.
Okay, so Jeff, you did. Jeff, what's the percentage of people who graduate with a degree but don't use that degree?
In a restaurant, 99. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
When you're bartending, everybody's like, I'm sitting there next to bartenders, and they're all like, "Yeah, I'm gonna finish up my my degree," and I'm like, "But you stupid." Like, we work together.
Oh yeah. A lot of people go. What happens is they think it's like TV, like law school especially. They go to law school and they think when they're going to and it's normally in their first job they realize this is going to suck, and they normally have to do all this work. They go, I want to be in court yelling at judges. No, you don't get to do that job. You know, very few people get that job, and few people are good at it. So
Yeah,
to be a courtroom attorney, a litigator, I would
What
say
do
that
most-
makes up. Go ahead.
What do most lawyers like? What do most first-year lawyers do? I know you've told me before. A lot of them go to the public defender's office
Yeah.
to get
Well, if
to
they're
get that
smart,
time.
if they're smart.
Yeah.
But there aren't that many jobs open for these guys. So a lot
Right.
of them wind up going to family law firms, and they wind up going to corporate law firms or property. And they're sitting there, they're going, well, the money ain't bad, but you know, is this all I do? And there's nothing sexy about certain areas of law. Now, criminal defense, sexy. You know, like the Diddy trial going on right now, sexy. But everything else, you know, it's like, hey, listen, what'd you bill this week? You know, and that's a lot of people don't get to.
What's the law,
really
Jeff, that you could never practice? Like, it wouldn't appeal to you.
Family law.
Family
I've
law.
done a
Patricio
couple.
stealing babies.
He's shooting TikToks, stealing babies. Yeah.
Mhm.
No,
Old stealing baby
Oh,
ass.
forgot about Patricio stealing babies, bro.
1, 2, Tricia's coming for you.
Oh.
3, 4, better lock the door.
I forgot about that, bro. Hey, man. That's hilarious.
Family law is tough because they hate you. Everyone hates each other. There is nobody in a family law case that likes anybody. Both
Yeah.
lawyers have to pretend they hate each other. Both clients hate each other. The clients hate you. I mean, there's nothing good comes out of it. I never said somebody goes, you know, I really love my divorce attorney. Nobody ever talks that way. So you can't do right by these people. And the fact is when it comes down to it, it's a racket. I mean, we all know what they're going to get from the moment they walk in, but you can't tell them, hey, I got bad news. All that stuff you want, judge is just going to look at 2 formulas and it's going to be over. But in 3 years, I'm going to bill $50,000, $80,000 off you. And, you know.
You just sit next to him and be like, real talk, Kevin. I know I'm your lawyer. I hope you don't get the kids. Kev, I hope you don't get the kids. Those kids don't deserve this.
Yeah, they do not deserve it.
If the judge awards you the kids, I'm gonna file a motion.
And I'm your lawyer.
I'm your lawyer.
Hey, Jeff, growing up as a kid, being a lawyer was sexy. Is it sexy still?
It depends what you got to do. I mean, you know, a lot of people think it's a big money job. It's, you know, it depends what you do, but a lot of people aren't prepared for it. They're not set up to lose. You know, when you're a kid, everyone says, "Oh, you should be a lawyer." They don't say that to kids anymore because kids aren't combative anymore. They don't argue as much anymore. So they, you know, when you don't have that fight in you, and you have been raised on sports and trophies and go first place. I mean, first place. I mean, that's what happens in a courtroom. You're going for first place. If that's never been a part of your life before, you don't have a desire to go after it.
You're right, man. Because you look at even kids' cartoons now. It's like, you know, Blues Clues and stuff. You know, it's all passive. I was watching G.I. Joe. I was like, Cobra.
Yeah,
they got to get their ass whooped.
There's an end. You know? I mean, there's an enemy. We all knew who the enemies growing up were.
Yeah,
every
man.
cartoon, every
cartoon.
had
And now
an
everyone,
Autobot,
oh, I feel bad for
Decepticon.
him. I
Yeah.
feel nobody felt bad for the guy who's pretending he's a ghost to steal the mansion in Scooby Doo. We knew he
Yeah.
needs to go to jail. You
Yeah.
going to
Yeah.
jail? Old man Withers, you going to jail?
Yeah,
Dog.
little did
Now
little
old
did
man
we
Withers
know.
gets some therapy, and he's
I
going to help
never
Scooby
thought about
later.
that,
Yeah.
Miguel. You're right. And Miguel, every cartoon we watched had a bad guy and a good
Yeah.
guy,
And it was clear.
and they
And
don't
every
do
now and
that
then you
anymore.
had a cartoon where you found out the good guy was a bad guy. I was like, Heathcliff, stop terrorizing
Yeah,
the neighborhood.
yeah.
Okay, good people just trying to live here.
yeah.
Good people just trying to live
Hey,
here.
I-
You're
I-
right
I
too,
really-
because you think about it
Good.
too, Jeff. Old Man Withers. By the time we were watching Scooby Doo, Old Man Withers, you know, he jumped into France. You know, Old Man Withers was on the beach of Iwo Jima, and now the
Mhm.
government's gonna take his house and cannon all them like, Old Man Withers, you can't be spooking people so they could move out. And he's like, they're taking my goddamn house. I fought in 2 wars. I was in
Yeah.
Korea and Japan. Jesus Christ, they're taking my house. You're like, Mama Cass, get him out of here. You know?
Yeah.
Yo, hey, some cartoons I don't even like the good guy.
No.
I felt like the Smurfs were on Gargamel land. He wanted them
Yeah.
gone.
Oh,
They were
Hey,
rodents, bro.
You want to talk
Yeah.
about the worst one? Scrappy Doo. I mean,
Yeah,
they
they
brought
murderize
the
him.
most
Let me have him.
irritating human being onto our planet, and we were stuck with him.
Yeah.
I've dated Scrappy Doo before. I'm like,
Yeah.
bitch, shut
Yeah.
up. We can't win this fight. We're not gonna fight the whole Globetrotters. Gentlemen, I
Yeah.
apologize. She's had tequila in her. I
Yeah.
apologize.
But it's funny because I feel like as we got older, we've all kind of sided with the villain.
Yeah.
I'm on Thanos' side. I have said this for years. Snap half of these people up out of here.
Oh, bro,
I
you've
ain't-
been to
I
Wall
ain't
Street
even mad.
downtown on a Saturday? I'm like,
Oh.
come on, snap. Snap.
I need to see dust flying.
Yeah.
You guys
Don't
at
feel too
Corona,
good, Mr.
none of you
Scott.
ordering cigars or alcohol. Snap.
Yeah.
Yo, it's too many of y'all in here, man.
Yeah.
But then a lot of people, as when I was kids, they liked the bad guy. Most of my friends were Decepticon fans.
Oh, Decepticons were better Transformer toys because they were
They
all
was
jets
Decepticons.
and
They loved
tanks
it.
and
Yeah,
Yeah.
they love the Decepticons. I'm like, but you know they try to destroy the Earth. What is
who isn't? It's the 80s. You know, we're using styrofoam on everything.
lead
know?
paint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who I didn't? What
Go ahead.
cartoon? And I thought it was the worst cartoon ever. You guys might be a little older for it, but Captain Planet.
Yeah, Captain
That
Planet
show.
was trash,
That
bro.
show made me want to pollute.
Yeah,
I
it
was
so
like,
bad.
hey man, give me a Lorax. I'll shoot him right now. I'm like, yo, give me a ring. Hey, let me be one of them Captain Planet kids. Be like, Miguel, you get the power of fire. And they're like, cool. With our powers combined, fire everyone. Now I'm rocking all 5 rings on my hand. I'm like, you work
Yo.
for me, you blue mother poop.
This dude said shoot a Lorax. Hey
Yeah.
man, not
Take
the
off
but the
Snarf
Lorax
next.
took us.
I got a whole theory on the Lorax, guys. Lorax peed me off because he's all like, I'm the Lorax. I speak for the trees. Hey, man, the trees don't need a voice right now. They need a red right hand to put a bullet in the onceler. But you all talk, you hippie. You all talk. And now we got no tuffula trees, no jub birds, no bears, all because you want to write letters to your congressman? Come on, Lorax.
bro.
We need some Luigi energy here. You know?
No snozberries. Yeah. No.
Dude, I was always on Tom's side. And Tom and Jerry,
Tom and
I'm
Jerry?
always
Yo,
on. I'm like,
that's his
yo,
house.
Jerry, that's his house.
It's your house.
That's his house. What are you
You
doing?
work for Mammy.
Yeah, you.
You work for her. Okay, she had the kitchen cooking
How
shortbread.
racist? How racist is a cartoon? When you got that main character as like Mammy. I mean,
Yo.
you know what?
And the crazy thing is, we in the 80s, because that cartoon's from the 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
We in the 80s, when we started watching Tom and Jerry, didn't think it was
Nope.
racist.
Because you know why? In our mind, we were like, that's Mammy's house.
Yeah.
We didn't know
We
she
didn't
worked
think
there
it was
too.
racist. Did not
We
think
were like,
it
hey,
was
Mammy
racist.
got a good house.
No,
Yeah,
none of. I
Jesus.
did not think Speedy Gonzalez and Slowpoke Rodriguez was racist
Hey,
at all.
Slowpoke carried that thing on him. And
Hey,
the
bro,
minute you
that
said
mouth-
something to Slowpoke, he just popped you.
Hey, dog, somebody posted a picture today talking about Winnie the Pooh kept the blicky with him. 'Cause every time
Yeah,
he
he
went
had
to Winnie had his little
Yeah. Yeah. our 80s cartoons were set in a world that had some realistic values.
Yeah.
They was like, hey, somebody's creeping in Winnie the Pooh's house. He's like, stand your ground.
No.
Stand
Here's
your
the thing
ground.
about Winnie the Pooh that nobody realizes. Okay, basically, all the characters are stuffed animals that live on Christopher Robin's bed, and they would rather live in the woods than live with him. So what's he doing to his
what is
guys?
he doing to these,
Me
what is
too,
he
man.
doing
I
to
don't
these
want to live with a
animals?
little boy
And every
in
time
his
Chris
bed.
Robertson, nobody comes out to greet him. When he comes out to the
Mm-mm.
river, everyone's like, no, we're good. We're good. You
Eeyore's
go ahead."
like, Christopher's here. He's going to make us do that again. I don't want him to look what he did. He ripped
Yeah,
my tail
Eeyore.
off, Pooh.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this.
No, dog. Hey, our cartoons, but that is a fact, man. We did have a good guy, bad guy, Jeff. So I can
Yeah.
see why, like lawyers nowadays aren't. It ain't the battle.
They're not built.
See.
I've had lawyers
Mm-mm.
cry. I've had them cry. I had a
I don't
case
want a
in
Gen Z
Georgia.
lawyer.
The woman was crying. I
There's
walked
some
out of
Gen
there
Z
and
jobs
I
I
was
want.
talking to her about the case, and she was like, she was like hyperventilating. I'm like, you okay? You were mean to me. I'm going, I didn't know we were supposed to be friends in this.
Like, Jeff, I want a Gen Z person to
Hey,
review my
hold up,
insurance claim.
Miguel, hold up, real quick.
Yeah.
Let's do Gen Z jobs, but we gotta take a commercial
All right.
break. Let's run the commercial, man. We'll be right back. Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1. Back, Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller and the Big Chat tonight. Guys, go out to social media. Just search Real Labs and follow us, like, subscribe, shoot us a message, man. I always reply to all the messages, and I also heart your comments and hit you back on the comments. We truly appreciate that. James is out on the boat up in Alaska. He sent us a picture of him of snow. James up there about to hit an iceberg, man. So shout out to James. We miss you, brother. We love you. But join the virtual studio with Miguel Colon Jr. and from the law offices of Kaufman and Lynn and the Under Oath podcast and our official sponsor, Mr. Jeff the Batman Kaufman. So before we went to commercial break, Miguel want to talk about Gen Z jobs that he would do. So what's a Gen Z job you would do?
This is who I would want. This is Gen Z people and where I would want them to work for me. I don't want a Gen Z lawyer because I don't want them to be like, Your Honor, that's mean. Or them be like, Your Honor, first of all, wow, Your Honor, because we're all not people. We're all not the same here. You're Your Honor. Wow. You're giving royalty vibes. I'm like, shut up, girl. Shut up, girl. They got my
I've never
prints.
had an objection.
They
Say
got my
whatever.
prints. Yeah, but Gen Z, somebody I do want to work for Gen Z is like my insurance claim adjuster. And I just want to be like, and they're like, oh my God, that's horrible. No, you can't be without a car. Were you drinking? Well, it was a hard day for you, right? You know, and I'm like, no, my dad said the same thing to me. Ugh, boomers, you know? Yeah, so I want certain jobs. I want a Gen Z cop to pull me over. I want him to come up and be like, hey man, first of all, I want to thank you for using the roads, because if you weren't using them, I wouldn't have a job. And secondly, all right, I know you hit a couple people, but they were white males. So honestly, it's like you were doing society a favor. And I'm like, those people wasn't kids. I'm lit. Woo, I feel a lot better knowing they was grown-ups. Woo, I was shaking.
Oh,
There's some things like you don't want Gen Z. Like there's some jobs you want Gen Z and there's some jobs you won't. Like you don't want Gen Z snipers. Millennials. Hey, first of all, we make fun of millennials, but I tell everybody, hey, millennials spent like 20 years at war. So we can make fun of them all day. Millennials spent like 20 years at war, man. They checked out pretty hardcore. Gen Xers, I think I'm like Gen X millennial. I think I'm actually a millennial, but with like that Gen X tan. But millennial snipers is cool because they grew up playing video games. They're like, hey Barry, check this out. I'm gonna blow his eye out. You're like, oh, you're sick. And they're like, pop, and like, oh, he blew his eye out. And everybody's high-fiving. But you don't want like Gen Z snipers, and they're like, man, look at this dude. He's obviously oppressed as an oppressed person. And I feel like if I shoot him, I'll be one, being intolerant to his beliefs in setting IEDs up. Who am I? Right? Who am I? It's his land. And two, I would be persecuting his religious beliefs because maybe he believes that IEDs should be set up near Children's Hospital. Who am I? Who am I to judge? I don't need that Gen Z energy. I need millennial energy. Like, bro, he's still crawling. Look at him.
Yeah, it's crazy because it's weird because I'm born in 77, so they say I'm considered a millennial.
Are you? Yeah, I don't know we don't know what any of it is.
Yeah, I think they
When
just
does it
make up
end?
stuff.
When is the last year of Boomer and everything else? I never understand that.
Let me look at it, man. The generations.
See, I think if you were born after cell phones came out, you broke. Because if you don't remember what it was like having to hunt down your friends,
Yeah.
then you don't know that then you've had it pretty good. I mean, we
Remember
used
when
to
you
have to
would
go to
walk to
6
somebody's
different
house?
bars to find out where
Yeah.
everyone was.
Yeah.
You know,
Do you remember when you
we'll
would
try
walk to
this bar.
somebody's
We'll
house
try
when you
this
were a
bar.
kid?
We'll try this bar.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I remember as a kid walking to like a friend's house, them not being there, and you just hanging at their house because
Yeah.
he's like, I can't walk
Waiting
back.
for him. Waiting
Yeah,
for him.
yeah,
Oh, they
it's
might
too
be home
long.
soon. They might
Yeah. Here you go, Jeff. So the greatest generation is 1901 to 1927. The
Okay.
silent generation is 1928 to 1945. Baby boomers of 1946 to 1964. So now they're saying I'm Gen X. So Gen X is 65 to 80.
Yeah.
Millennials 81 to 96.
I made the
Gen
millennial
Z,
trap.
yeah, Gen Z 97 to 2012, and Generation Alpha, the newest generation, 2013 to 2025.
They should call them Beta, Generation Beta, because
Yeah,
there
because
could be
they're
no
not
alphas
alphas
in
at
that
all.
group.
Mhm.
No.
Yeah, not alpha at all. But you know, when they talk about like Generation X is like was like the last great, and I'm just throwing that up
Yeah.
there because we were so Miguel, you on the cusp
Yeah.
with me. We'd have walked home from school by ourselves. We
Yeah.
were
Latchkey kids.
your latchkey kids. We were the
Yeah.
somebody said, man, them gen dude, they had to get away from kidnappings.
Yeah.
You know what
You
I'm
had to
saying?
be wily about it, bro.
Yo, you had to make sure them Gen X
We got the
people, we had to-
strap.
yeah.
We
Yeah,
got the strap.
we got the weapon
Yeah, after
everywhere.
that, no whoopings after.
You had the
Generation
whipping
X.
everywhere. You got the whipping
Yeah.
at church. You got the whipping at
Yeah.
school. You got the whipping at home. You got the
At the
whipping at your
restaurant.
neighbor
Yeah.
house. You got the whipping
If you don't-
everywhere.
If you don't understand what 70s, 80s, 1993 New York was like when I talk to people who like live in New York now or grew up in New York now, not people who've lived through, but people who like live in New York now or grew up in New York now, and they talk about New York, I'm like, yeah, man, that's cool. Like you can go to any borough you want and enjoy anything you want, and a cab will take you anywhere. But if you didn't remember like Times Square buying a pistol,
Yeah.
watching a peep show, some dude just flashing his thing at you, and you're like, hey, keep it moving, buddy. I'm trying to get I got these tokens. I'm trying to get on the train.
LL Cool J eating an apple, watching
Yeah.
the video.
Yeah. How you doing, Big Daddy? I'm a creamy name. You know, if it wasn't filthy, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy. We you know we talk about this all the time, but yeah, like with my daughter, like my daughter's 19, about to be 20, and doesn't want to work. I said my generation, I was working at 14.
Yeah,
I didn't think I was supposed to be working.
No,
I
we had to
probably
get up
shouldn't
the
have
I
been
house.
was
working.
told I was working. I was going, wait, there no allowance. No, you working at Burger King.
I had a whole job, and then when I was 16, Parker Brothers, when they opened that, so I could tell they was breaking all the child labor laws. North Carolina, you were only allowed to work 4 hours a night and 12 to 16 hours a week during that time. I was putting in 45, 50-hour work weeks at 16, bro.
Yeah. And
I
still
remember
passing
minimum
that
wage
state
was
standardized test.
$3.25. Yeah.
Jeff, I got a 50-cent raise. I almost passed out.
Yeah, extra quarter.
Bro,
Extra
I
quarter.
was
We were in
at
business.
one time at Parker Brothers at my highest, I was making $5.75, and I was balling in 1994.
And we weren't allowed to be home. It was like, don't come
You
home.
didn't want to be home.
If you
Well,
came
we weren't
home, you
allowed to
stayed
be
in.
home.
You stayed in. That's it. You're gonna be here. We got. If I stayed home, then I wasn't allowed to just sit around and be home. We had stuff to do then.
Yeah.
We had stuff to do. That's why Saturday morning I would get as many cartoons as I can in. Because you guys remember too, your parents slept in on Saturday. They woke up at like 8:30. Mom and dad, they got
Sleeping
to sleep
in.
in. That was sleeping at 8:30 was sleeping in for mom and dad on Saturday. And you know, and so you would be getting as many cartoons as you could. And then I hear the old man getting up. I'd be like, get my jacket on, get my bike. Like, yo, if I don't get out of this house, he's going to be like, come on, boy, we got stuff to do.
Yes,
I get on my bike, man.
You're going to be working the yard. That's what's going to happen.
There's always something to do.
Saturday was different for me. So I wake up, make some of that Wick cereal. that King Vitamin, the Kicks, the King Vitamin. And then we had cartoons, but after cartoons, WWF came on.
Yep.
So we watched Saturday WWF, and then after that, Soul Train came on. Then we watched Soul Train. Then we got our ass up out the house. So my mama gave us Soul Train. We got Soul Train, but after Soul Train, Better get
Let's
up
go
out of
home.
here. And I see y'all when it's time for dinner. And I don't even know how we said. Well, I don't even remember. I hit my brother. What did we go? What did we eat?
You knew the food was going to be ready at a certain time,
Yep.
and you were like, if I don't go and eat, I'm gonna catch an ass whooping for eating late. For some reason, that was a crime.
And food
You
had a
know?
time, 6
Yeah.
o'clock.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what,
6
we
That's
o'clock.
about it.
food.
6 o'clock was about it. Yeah.
And if you weren't there at 6, you ain't eating. Sorry.
Yeah, I know we used to run around because the projects were across from the project was actually houses where they still put all the black people together. So people who were doing well were in the
They were
houses.
doing right then. They were doing their
Yeah,
job as a
but
city.
we were in right there like they wasn't supposed to be doing.
Good
But
job,
this
Mayor.
lady had an apple tree, and we used to. That's what we ate. We would steal her apples. Didn't even clean them. Just took apples
Why
off the
clean
tree
'em?
and ate them,
They
bro.
didn't have pesticides back then. They didn't
Pesticides,
spray
man.
their-
They were full of
Ate 'em.
delicious apple.
Yeah.
That was
Bro,
full of apple.
I'm looking back on it. We really was like eating apples and drinking out the spigot. Like
Mhm.
we really
Out of
that
the
was our
hose.
day. We were
Yeah.
gone
Yeah.
all
All
day,
day
bro.
with adventures. I remember when we moved to North Carolina, there would be times when we lived near these woods, and there was this big ditch in these woods, and it's like my first time really living near woods like that. And there would just be whole weekends where I'm like, if you were to ask me like what I was doing, if you were my boss as I was like a little kid, you're like, what are you doing? Well, sir, I got to map out this part of the woods that I've never been in. So I got to leave extra early to get there. And then I'm going to come back home, eat dinner, wake up early tomorrow, and probably map out that other side. I did find a dead snake, so I want to check that out. And there's a tree I'm pretty sure I could climb. So
Yeah.
I got a lot on my plate, but I'll see if I can get some of this coloring in,
And how long I could hold the firecracker? Yeah, we're doing that for at least a couple hours.
Bro.
We used to do this one. We just keep our hands flat and light the long fuse black cats and like pong, slap them back and forth to each other. Because as long as your hand's open and that firecracker explodes, it just hurts. It doesn't do damage. And that was the game, pong, firecracker pong. And if you wouldn't do it, if I was like, yo, you want to play some firecracker pong? And somebody was like, nah, it was like being in the mafia and somebody doesn't want to take their shirt off. I'm like, what do you mean, nah? This dude ain't one of, he's a snitch. He's scared to play firecracker pong.
Yo, oh man, I tell you the dumbest thing. I was talking about my god brother, man. We used to play running back with tires. You get a tire, you're on one end of the yard, and everybody's on this side, and you'd be like Roger Craig, and you roll your tire, and they have to roll their tire, knock your tire down. I was like, yo, we did that for hours.
You remember flipping quarters?
Yo.
Flipping quarters was like I would go to Vegas for quarter flipping right now and be like, I think I'm a national quarter flipper. Like get them close to the walls as tight. Any games. One of the games we used to play is we put a quarter on the ground in between us. We take one of those blue bouncy balls and you would hit it and try to scoot it over to the other person. And when it crossed the other person's line, you won the quarter. And that was like big money. I'd come home sometimes like $1.50. My mom's like, "You been playing quarters all day." I'm like, Hey, I'm out here in these streets. Come make some money for us, okay? And that was 1985. I came home with $1.50. I'm like, here, pay the lights. We're good, Ma.
Hey, man, we got to get ready to get up out of here, man. But Jeff, you got something big coming up. I don't know if you still got tickets for it, man. You still got tickets for Superman?
Yeah. On the 10th, we're taking about our closest 900 friends to Superman. So that'll be on the 10th. So get with us at whenyouneedus.com/events and just send us a sign up for it. I mean, I got to tell you, when you take 900 people to movies, it is so insane because you're just at the end of it. I'm always there to say goodbye to everybody. And when the waves of people just come out and I'm sitting here going, wow, that's a lot of people. Wow, that's a lot of people. And
That's a lot of people.
It is so insane, but cool at the same time. So that's one of the things I love best about it.
That's
so I'm
a
kinda happy.
900 is a
And we shot the trailer for the new Superman, and I love the new trailer.
Nice.
The new trailer is Craig and I, Superman retired to Boca, and one of us has to take over, and we're arguing with the robot who's letting us into the Fortress of Solitude.
That's funny.
It's funny.
So man, make sure y'all hit Jeff up if you want to see Superman. Miguel, what you got going on this weekend, brother?
4th of July, man, having a 4th of July party over at the Sausage Castle. And then I'm going to go check you out Sunday over at Bonkers the Corner, man. That's my neighborhood. So I'm going to go check you out.
Yeah, swing on through, man. Swing on through. I got to get ready. We got to get ready to get up out of here. Yeah, I am July 6th. I will be at the Corner opening for D-Lay. Get your tickets at bonkerscomedyproductions.com. and check that out, man. And we've had a great time. We got another show tomorrow. We're gonna ask you guys, if you don't listen tomorrow, to enjoy your 4th of July weekend. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. My brother done called me 5 times. Now I'm scared there's something wrong. So now I'm in panic mode.
He knows you're talking about him.
Yeah, right. So we got to get up out of here, man. I'm Ken Miller. That is Miguel Colon Jr. And from the Law Office of Kaufman and Lynn and the Under Oath podcast, Mr. Jeff Kaufman. Jeff, do me a favor. Tell them what to do.
Take your ass to bed.
Good night.